You have been lied to about time. You have been raised in a world that tells you the past is a locked room, a museum of finished events, a statue carved in stone that can never be touched, never be altered, and never be undone. You look back at your life, at the mistakes, the heartbreaks, the failures, the harsh words spoken, and you feel the heavy, crushing weight of, "It is what it is." You carry this weight like a backpack filled with lead. You let it define you. You let it dictate your future. You say, "I am this way because of what happened to me 10 years ago." But I am here to offer you the keys to the locked room. I am here to tell you that the past is not a statue. It is clay. It is still wet. It is malleable, and it is waiting for your hands. What if I told you that you could go back, not in a time machine made of gears and metal, but in the only time machine that actually works, your imagination? What if I told you that you could rewrite the script of yesterday, and by doing so, completely alter the trajectory of tomorrow? This is not fantasy. This is the most advanced, the most radical, and the most powerful technique Neville Goddard ever taught. He called it the Pruning Shears of Revision. The title of today's revelation is The Art of Revision. Today, we are going to learn how to stop being a victim of your history and start becoming the editor of your destiny. Let us begin by dismantling your concept of memory. You think memory is a record. You think it is a dusty file cabinet in the brain where you store objective facts about what happened. But metaphysically, memory is identical to imagination. When you remember something, you are summoning an image in the present moment. You are activating a feeling in the present moment. You are bringing a dead state back to life. Neville taught that time is an illusion. There is only now. The past is simply a specific arrangement of imagination that you keep revisiting. And because you keep revisiting it, because you keep replaying the argument, the rejection, the failure, you keep keeping it alive. You are watering a weed, and then you wonder why your garden is choked with thorns. Scripture says, "God requireth that which is past." This does not mean God judges your past. It means that the creative power, God, looks at what you are holding in your mind regarding the past and reproduces it in your future. If you hold a memory of injustice, the universe says, "Ah, you are meditating on injustice. I must give you more injustice to match this frequency." The past reproduces itself. This is what we call karma. But revision breaks the cycle. Revision is the forgiveness of sin. When you revise a memory, when you rewrite it to match what you wish had happened, you are cutting the root of the weed. You are stopping the cycle of karma instantly. So, why is this video titled, "You Can Change the Past"? Because when you change the feeling associated with a memory, you change the effect that memory has on your life. You literally change the timeline. I know the logical mind is screaming right now. It is saying, "But it happened. The facts are the facts. I can't pretend I didn't get fired. I can't pretend he didn't leave me. That is delusion." Let us look at facts. Neville said, "Facts have no life of their own. They only have the life you give them." A fact is a dead thing until you breathe upon it with your attention. When you accept the fact of the breakup and you replay the sadness, you are breathing life into a future of loneliness. When you reject the fact and you revise it in your imagination, you are withdrawing your life force from the trauma. You are letting the dead bury the dead. We must understand the metaphor of the garden. Your mind is a garden. Your thoughts and imaginal acts are the plants. Most of us are lazy gardeners. We let everything grow. A weed, a negative event, pops up in our day. Someone is rude to us. We get a parking ticket. We receive a cold text. And instead of pulling the weed out immediately, we water it. We go home and tell our friends about the weed. Can you believe what he said? We lie in bed and think about the weed. We obsess over the weed. And by the next morning, the weed has dropped seeds and 10 more weeds have appeared. Neville gave us the pruning shears of revision to tend the garden. A gardener does not cry when he sees a dead branch. He does not analyze why the branch is dead. He does not feel guilty about the branch. He simply takes out his shears and he cuts it off. He prunes the plant so that the energy can go to the healthy flowers. You must become a ruthless gardener of your own timeline. You must stop accepting the events of the day as final. Nothing is final until you accept it. So, how do we do this? How do we use the shears? The technique is simple, but it requires a daily discipline that separates the master from the student. At the end of every day, before you go to sleep, you must review the day. Don't just drift into unconsciousness. Turn on the projector of your mind and watch the film of today. Start from the morning. You woke up, you had coffee, you went to work. Watch the events unfold. But, and here's the magic, whenever you see a scene that was not ideal, whenever you see a moment of friction or lack or pain, stop the film. Do not accept it. Rewind the tape and replace that scene with the scene you wish had happened. Did you receive a rejection letter in the mail? In your revision, see yourself opening the envelope, but this time read the letter. See the words, "We are thrilled to accept you." Feel the paper in your hands. Feel the surge of excitement. Feel the gratefulness. Do it over and over until it feels real, until the memory of the rejection is replaced by the memory of the acceptance. Did you have an argument with your partner? In your revision, replay the conversation, but this time imagine them saying, "I understand, I love you, thank you." Imagine yourself responding with kindness. Feel the hug, feel the resolution. Rewrite the script until the anger dissolves and is replaced by relief. Did you feel lonely? Revise the day to imply you were surrounded by love.
You do this for every negative event of the day. You prune the vine. And then you fall asleep in the revised version of the day. This does two profound things. First, it changes your vibration for tomorrow because you are sleeping in the feeling of success. Even if it was revised success, you wake up in the state of success. You do not carry the residue of failure into the new day. You break the loop. Second, and this is the mystery, it changes the people involved. I have seen this happen thousands of times. It is the most miraculous part of the law. When you revise a conversation with someone, that person will often change their behavior toward you the very next day. They will not know why. They will not remember the revision. But because everyone is you pushed out, when you change the script inside you, they are compelled to change their acting outside of you. I have seen people revise a breakup and the ex reaches out the next day apologizing for being confused. I have seen people revise a firing and get a call saying, "We made a mistake, please come back." The 3D world is fluid. It is not as solid as you think. It is responsive to the editor's hand. If you are ready to pick up these shears, if you are ready to stop letting the weeds of the past choke the flowers of your future, then I invite you to subscribe to this channel. We are a sanctuary for the women who know that reality is not something you endure, it is something you edit. Turn on the notification bell. Let it be a reminder that you are the director, not the audience. But Eleanor, you ask, what about the deep stuff? What about the things that happened years ago? What about the childhood trauma? What about the major regrets? Can I revise those too? Yes. In fact, you must. If you are carrying a story from 10 years ago, my father abandoned me, or I lost my fortune, or I was humiliated, that story is still active. It is a live wire in your subconscious. It is still generating patterns of abandonment, loss, and humiliation today. To heal the present, you must rewrite the past. You do not need to deny that the event happened in the 3D world. We're not talking about lying to others. We're talking about changing the internal record. Go back to that moment in your imagination. Enter the scene and change it. If your father left, imagine him staying. Imagine a scene where he is loving, present, and proud. Feel his hand on your shoulder. Hear him say, "I am so proud of you." Loop this scene. Saturate yourself in it. Cry the tears of relief. Give yourself the memory you never had. The subconscious mind does not know the difference between a physical event and an imaginal act. If you impress it with a loving father now, it will begin to produce the effects of a loving father now. You will suddenly feel a sense of security you never had. You will stop attracting partners who abandon you. The wound will close because the cause of the wound has been rewritten. This is the ultimate forgiveness. Neville said, "Forgiveness is not a sentiment, it is an act of revision." To forgive someone is not to say what you did was okay. To forgive is to revise what they did so that they no longer exist as a villain in your mind. As long as you remember them as the villain, you are tied to them. You are keeping the pain alive. When you revise them into a friend or a neutral stranger or a loving figure, you cut the cord. You set yourself free. This requires immense boldness. It requires you to value your own peace more than you value the facts. The world worships facts. The world worships the victim story. But you are not of this world. You are of the kingdom of imagination. In the kingdom, a fact is only true as long as you keep it alive. So I ask you, what facts are you keeping alive that are killing you? What memories are you polishing like trophies of pain? Put them down. Take out the shears. Cut them off. Replace the ash with beauty. Replace the mourning with the oil of joy. This is your right as the operant power. You are not bound by linear time. You are an eternal being experiencing a timeline, and you have the power to jump tracks. I want you to try an experiment tonight. Do not try to revise your whole life in one sitting. That is too heavy. Just revise today. Whatever happened today that was less than perfect, change it. If you spilled your coffee, imagine you drank it peacefully. If you felt lonely, imagine you felt connected. If you looked in the mirror and criticized your body, replay that moment and imagine you looked in the mirror and smiled at your beauty. Go to sleep in the revised version of today. Make it a game. How much better can I make today look? And then watch what happens tomorrow. Watch the lightness in your step. Watch the way the world smiles back at you. Because you are no longer dragging the heavy sack of yesterday. You have cut the cord. You are free. If you are ready to make this commitment, if you are ready to become the gardener of your own soul, then make the declaration. Go to the comments below, seal your intention with a physical act. Write, "I am the editor." Write it to tell your subconscious that you are no longer accepting the rough draft. You are publishing the masterpiece. There is a beautiful freedom on the other side of revision. It is the feeling of a clean slate. It is the knowing that nothing is fatal. Nothing is final. Every mistake can be corrected. Every word can be unsigned. Every broken piece can be made whole in the kiln of the imagination. You do not have to live with regret for one more second. Regret is just a failure to revise. So stop regretting, start revising. The pruning shears are in your hand. The garden is waiting. Cut away the dead wood, water the roses, and watch your life bloom into the Eden it was always meant to be. I am she who assumes, and so are you.